Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Chapter 1. The Boy Who Lied. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Private Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. They were the last people you'd expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious, because they just didn't hold with such nonsense. Mr. Dudley was the director of a firm called Groening, which made drills. He was a big, beefy man with hardly any neck, although he didn't have a very large mustache. Mr. Dudley was thin and broad and had nearly twice the usual amount of neck, which came in very useful as she spent so much of her time crying over garden fence, spying on the neighbors. The Dursley had a small son called Dudley, and in their opinion there was no finer boy anywhere. The Dursley had everything they wanted, but they also had a secret, and their greatest fear was that someone would discover it. They didn't think they could bear if anyone found out about the Potters. Mr. Potter was Mr. Totter's sister, but they hadn't met for several years. In fact, Mr. Dudley pretended she didn't have a sister because her sister and her good-for-nothing husband were as undursley as it was possible to be. The Dursley shuddered to think that the neighbors would say if the Potters arrived in the street. The Dursley knew that the Potter had a small son, too, but they had never even seen him. This boy was another good reason for keeping the Potters away. They didn't want Dudley mixing with a child like that. When Mr. and Mrs. Dudley woke up on the dull gray Thursday our story starts, there was nothing about the cloudy sky outside to suggest that strange and mysterious things would soon be happening all over the country. Mr. Dudley hummed as they picked up on his most boring tie for work, and Mr. Dudley gossiped away happily as he wrestled a screaming Dudley into his high chair. Nothing of them noticed a large straw owl flourished past the windows. At 8:30, Mr. Dudley picked up his breakfast, picked Mr. Dudley on the cheek, and tried to kiss Dudley goodbye but missed it because Dudley was having a tantrum and throwing his hair at the walls. "Little tickle," chortled Mr. Dudley as he left the house. He got into his car and backed out of number 4.